Ladies and gentlemen, on the left we have ChatGPT5, and on the right we have Perplexity Comet Browser, and we are using both of their AI agents to do the exact same task. This is going to get interesting. So, my name is Michael Ensor, founder of Advertising Report Card, and we're leaning deep into AI. Big thing that we're trying to do is make sure that everybody on the team is as productive as 100 people. We want one person to be able to do so much with the tools that we build that they just feel empowered and limitless, right? So one of the things that I'm personally doing is making sure that we're good on browser-specific agents. How do we prompt browser-specific agents? What systems instructions are we using? And what are the main things that are making these systems tick? Because if you've used AI browser agents before, you've seen them get stuck. What does that look like? Well, they're trying to navigate to something and they can't figure out how to get past it, right? So on the right, what you can see here is Perplexity Browser. So this is only available to people who spent the 200 per month. I went ahead and just did it because I wanted to test it for the month. I don't want to wait. If this tool can massively increase productivity, $200 means literally nothing, because if you can use this tool to actually generate valuable work for you, that you can, if you're trading time for money, maximize your time so you're maximizing your return on that hour, or if you're building a project for yourself, that you're able to scale it more quickly, or if you run into a situation where you don't know how to do something complicated. A really big one right now for the vibe coders is once they have something set up in GitHub, they don't really know what the security situation is like. Having an AI browser agent go into your actual database account, like Supabase as an example, and give you a security audit is brilliant. But then once the audit's done, it can actually go in and execute the changes that it's talking about. I'm not a database DevOps expert, right? When it comes to authentication, that kind of thing is intimidating for me. So when it has the ability to do the things that you're not good at, that's great. But now look at what I'm doing in this example. Let's bring it back down to the level of where everyone can benefit from this, not just the people who are going crazy with AI. This is a PowerPoint presentation, or I guess a Google slide deck is a better way of putting it. I switched it's a presentation from a super awesome, talented marketing person. I'm not going to start going into names or anything. I'm just saying in general, if you know what you're looking at, then you know what you're looking at. If you don't, well, you should drop it in the comments. As far as this project goes, we're swapping out all the content from the PowerPoint with a script that I've written for this webinar. What's interesting about this is that the script does not match the PowerPoint. I have this presentation and I wrote a script around the presentation, but now we have to go in and actually update all the text. Basically, everybody who's getting paid in New York over six figures to update PowerPoint, that's what this is, right? So what is interesting about this specific process that I'm taking is that I told both browsers to do multiple things. One, I told it to open up a Google Doc, and every time it makes a decision, to continue to document its decision-making processes, so that as it builds the presentation, I can kind of see what it's thinking, what its notes are, what its obstacles are, so that it'll start dropping those notes back into the Google Drive. As far as going through and looking at the individual work that each person is doing, or each agent is doing, you can see things like this, like menus getting popped up in the screen. This is a huge hang-up for the browser AI agent. If it is not told to, hey, you're going to have this pop-up and this pop-up, and these buttons are going to exist, and if you don't know to click OK, and they click change account instead, now they have to go through two-factor authentication. The AI robot's going to get stuck, right? Also, this right here, like, who could have expected this to pop up, right? Like, I wasn't expecting that. And then we have this extra menu and this extra button here. It's almost like Google's putting these in place for AI to snag up on, because most humans don't want that spammy stuff popping up in their native dashboard, right? Why is it showing up? So with that being said, now that this is cleaned out, we can go back and see. It's like, okay, you can see that it was stuck. So now that I cleared up those pop-ups from the browser, it should be okay. We'll see what happens next. Now let's go back over here to the AI agent ChatGPT5 coming in hot. As you can see here, the instruction set of the script here was long, and there's rules that I put in here as well. Basically what I told it to do was an analysis of the presentation first, and then an analysis of the script. Gave it permission to modify the words and change things as need be to make them fit in the presentation. I also told it that we're going to be doing things in an interval, focusing on the text and text styling first only, then images, then polish, so it knows what's coming. Link to the presentation with anybody with the link can edit the presentation. Gonna lock this after I publish the video, so I'm not worried about it. So don't, here you go, here's the link, you can look at it. You won't get access. I might just duplicate the document actually after this video, completely trash that URL. So as far as tools go, I told the AI agent what tools it had attached. In Perplexity and in ChatGPT, you can attach tools. In this situation, I have the drop-down where I can attach Canva and Google Drive here, as well as web search. In Perplexity, Canva's logged into the browser, so if it wanted to use Canva, it could by just opening up a tab and executing Canva. That's one thing that is really different about the Perplexity Comet Browser versus what ChatGPT is doing, where ChatGPT is kind of like all in this one encompassing screen of what it's doing. Perplexity is showing its movement as a more like how AI has typically responded over time. It's giving you the thought process and then showing what it sees and showing what it's doing. That's why I popped open that window. As far as AI goes on ChatGPT, the AI browser agent, it doesn't show you, it shows you what it's processing in this, but it doesn't give you like the processing information in a list. Or maybe it does. Okay, so I didn't know that there was this activity tab. Now that I'm making this video, it's making me click around a little bit more. So what is happening at this exact time? We're about 7 minutes in, and this is the request given. So Perplexity is deleting slides. Why the fuck? What are you doing? Stop. Why are you deleting slides? Your only job at this point is to change text on the PowerPoint to match the script flow. Undo anything you just did. Oh, man. So promptly after this video, I'm going to be canceling Perplexity. You know, I want to give two other instances of why I'm canceling Perplexity. One, I told it to go into our accounting software and grab links for invoices and add them to a Google Sheet. And it started adding invoices to the wrong clients or blank invoices or broken links. And at one point in time, it added too many links. Like there was only like 12 rows for links and we had 15 links. That was Perplexity not understanding a basic task, right? Here's an example of Perplexity doing a really good job. I had Google Cloud open, and I told it that I wanted it to set up LLM, Olama, cloud hosted, private, in my cloud. Had no idea how to do that. It broke down the full task list of how to do it, analyzed my cloud setup, and properly set up Olama on my Google Cloud, which privately hosting an LLM, the setup process of that, people are selling for like $500. Now, is the browser always going to get it right? Well, as you can see here, it looks like it likes to randomly delete stuff without permission, something you could put in the system prompt, but that also worries me. Where's the oversight in this overall, like the back-end system prompt for Perplexity? Like, where's the crud? Where's the, hey, we should ask this person if we should delete this stuff or not, right? So at any rate, this probably confused the absolute crap out of ChatGPT because it's deleting tabs, right? So I gotta start over and run this competition again. Very interesting concept of it utilizing the same file to run the test. It has separate documentation notes because I want to see how they both think, but they're both operating in the same presentation. My goal was for them to see each other's work and be like, oh, this is already done, let me move on. Or this was done, but it could be better, let me clean it, so that it's getting that polish in automatically. I think I might be better off just running multiple ChatGPT agents and having one say update this, analyze the script, analyze the script, put it into chunks that would fit into this presentation, then go to the AI agent next to it and say, grab this information, start replacing it. So the first agent can put its findings in a Google Sheet, like here's the slide number, here's the content, swap it out with this content, and here's the explanation. And then the second agent can look for those updates in the sheet and go into the presentation and update that. And a third agent can go in and just take a look at the presentation, right? So I think that the idea of flowing with agents and agent swarming is something that I feel like a lot of people are still sleeping on, but it's a really basic concept. All you have to do is, what do you need to do? You need to write something. You also need to edit it. You also need to send it. If you create 3 agents that can do just those 3 things really well, then you have the ability to tell one command and have a full thing done for you. Like, say, I need this report completed and sent out to what's his face, and make sure it includes A, B, and C. And AI can't just do that by itself. It needs to have some type of flow, some type of system. It's not a silver bullet. So lining up the agents individually for browser AI, the same way that you would do crew AI and agent swarming, seems to be the move here. Man, Perplexity. Fumbling the bag live. 28 minutes left to gather resources on how it fumbled the bag. So yeah, guys, I'm going to start putting out a lot more AI content. If you like this content, subscribe. I know it's a little bit more informal, but hey, just trying to put this out there. This is really interesting stuff, so I hope you like it.